Good afternoon, good day, good morning, wherever you are on the planet. You are tuning in to Naima from Naima North Star, Plug into the Wonderful You. That is a podcast that I offer every Monday, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And today I am here with Mr. Berry. And Berry, I want you to introduce yourself and I want you to share what you do and how our relationship is. And I'd also like to say before we start that I'm an RTT coach, RTT therapist, that is rapid transformational therapy, that is like a hypnotherapy, relaxed therapy, where I really can help change the way you think and feel about yourself by influencing your subconscious mind to think differently, act differently, and react differently to the world that you're in. So it's really, really powerful. And you'll see things happening to you organically. You don't really have to make anything happen. You don't have to really pay conscious attention to anything. You'll just start reacting, behaving different, and the things that you would love to do, that's part of the benefit. You'll be able to do those things in a more effortless way. And we'll get a little bit more into that when Mr. Berry shares with us how rapid transformational therapy has benefited him in his career and his personal life. And also, I am a life coach and a mentor, a mother and a wife. So I do quite a few things, but my passion is, besides being a wife and a mom, is that I love to inspire people, all of you, to believe in yourself and your dream. And I'm here to assist you any way I can by providing you with rapid transformational therapy that will get you there, will help you with the confidence, that will give you the motivation, the inspiration to let anything that's standing in your way, which is usually you, move out of the way. And you will give yourself permission to let your light shine. So with that said, Berry, I'd like for you to introduce yourself and tell us what Berry is all about.
Yes, my name is Berry, full name Chisom Berry Honda. Berry is my stage name. I am a recording artist from Nigeria and Cameroon, and I live in the Twin Cities in Minnesota. Naima is my life coach, and she's been my coach for say about 3 years now.
Yes.
Which is pretty beautiful. I met Naima through Jocelyn, who's my manager, and I know Francis is the one who introduced Naima to Jocelyn, so it's like a long tree. I'm glad I met you, because ever since Naima and I first interacted, my life has definitely changed in a very positive way. And in regards to RTT, I mean, I don't know where to start. I don't know where to start, whether you were going to ask me specific questions or I should just kind of go. But I mean, RTT
Yes,
has
well,
been.
We want to know about how rapid transformational therapy assisted you, but I also want you to share what kind of music you offer.
Okay. Yes.
What's your style?
So I make Afro beats, Afro fusion music. Afro beats originates from Africa, West Africa, if you may say, but honestly, it comes from Africa. I make African music, I would say, with a mix of hip hop, R&B, reggae. I do everything. I love music entirely, so that's the genre of music I make. I perform. I love to perform. I feel like that's when I'm in my element.
So you could kind of share with us, Berry, how has rapid transformational therapy assisted you in your career path? I know we want to talk about personal things as well, maybe how you kind of see it appearing in your life, but how has that assisted you in your in what your artistry is about, what, what your dream is about?
Absolutely. I would say RTP has helped me in so many ways. So Naima and I have done two major RTP sessions, one for money, manifesting money, and one for my self-confidence. One for manifesting money, I'm still working on listening to the audio more and believing that I can actually create, bring that reality or make that my reality. But more so the self-confidence RTT, I really have I took a liking for, and it's really helped me build my self-confidence. I mean, but just on a whole new level. And I mean, I listen to the audios religiously before I sleep. I just play it, and it literally takes me to sleep every time. Like, I don't know how it happens, but I know for a fact that whenever I want to sleep, I play my RPT, and it just say 10 minutes in, or 15 minutes in, and then before I know it, I'm waking up to a new day. So,
Well, since you brought up the recording, we want to share with our audience is that the recording that he is speaking about is a recording that I provide for you after the rapid transformational therapy session. And what that recording is, it is going to program your subconscious mind to take certain actions, behave differently, react differently to different things. And it's really going to download your dream. Like, how do you want to perform? How do you want to act? What do you want in your life? So it's really a vision of your life and the things that you want to experience and the confidence that you want to have. How do you want to wake up in the morning? How do you want to move through your day? So that is what the recording is. It's really to reprogram your subconscious mind. So that's what he's referring to about the recording. Also, you said something else about I wanted to parlay on is the confidence that you have when you are performing. And I know that it's affecting you and benefiting you greatly in your personal life with other things that you're doing. But the way you perform now is at such a high level of confidence. When you hit that stage, Barry, you hit it and you're on it. So do you want to share anything about how the rapid transformational therapy has shown up in your performances and your confidence and your writing your music and then sharing it with your audience?
yeah, absolutely. It's definitely helped me. Well, first of all, I I'm my biggest cheerleader, and I tell myself that every day. And it shows up in so many ways. I believe entirely that I make the greatest music on this planet, and I tell that to myself. I tell that to myself every time. I tell myself I am the best. I speak to myself in times where I'm feeling low, or even times where things are going great. I cheer myself up. I remind myself that things will be great. So it's really helped me have a lot of self-belief and self-confidence, and also trust the people around me to know that they're gonna do whatever task or job that they're meant to do. Example, like my manager Jocelyn. I mean, we've been together for 3, 4 years, and we know each other so well, but she always pushes me because she knows that I'm able to do something, or if I set a goal that I said I want to reach, sometimes I may feel like, well, I feel like this goal is too big, or maybe I can't achieve it. But RTT has helped me realize that I am I am able to attain anything that I tell myself to do, and I just have to or choose, not have to, but choose to,
I love
you
that,
know, just
Chisholm.
choose to do, you
Very.
know, choose to do, yeah. And I mean,
Yes.
that's definitely one thing I've 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 learned from RTT and just being on your podcast, you know, choosing to and not, you know, not using the words we use are very powerful. So, you know, being conscious of that. So
Hmm.
yeah, it also raised my consciousness level, my awareness level of my actions and the way I interact with my family, my friends or coworkers.
You shared
Um,
with me the other day that you even like looking at yourself in the mirror. When you said that to me, that was such an aha moment for me because we never know how we're really truly feeling about ourselves. And I don't know if you have really had ever recognized that to the degree of how you were not appreciating your reflection in the mirror. And when you said that to me, it almost brought tears to my eyes because self acceptance is such a big component of realizing a fulfilling life. I mean, we can have money, we can have cars, we can have houses, but I have come to believe and feel that if we don't really love the person that we see in the mirror, if we don't really appreciate and honor and respect that being, that phenomenal, extraordinary being that we are, so unique, which I always go over in our podcast, because our podcast is another vehicle for me to an offering that you can come Mondays, set yourself up for success, learn a new inner dialogue, and create a new perception of yourself, which is the true perception of yourself, that you are great, grand, glorious, you are phenomenal, you are one of a kind. So my emphasis through RTT, rapid transformational therapy, no matter what you are desiring, if you want it for your career, if you want it for your personal life, building beautiful relationships, we always start with you, that you are your foundation and you're going to build your life based on how you feel and appreciate about yourself. So when you said that to me, Barry, that really just touched my heart so much that you said that you actually liked your reflection. So now how did that come about?
um,
Did you just look in the mirror and say, hey, I kind of like this kid, or what? How did that come about, Barry?
it was sort of like that, you know. Like I mean, honestly, I'm glad you brought that up because that was a very pivotal moment for me because
Mm.
yeah, before I used to have problems looking at the mirror and feeling confident about myself. I don't maybe know why, or I'm still trying to figure out why, but you know, now I look at the mirror and I'm like, you know, this guy is actually great. You know, even when I'm saying my gratefuls and stuff like that, you know, feeling confident that I can look myself in the mirror, you know, because I am great and I don't have to feel ashamed of myself. Um, yeah, it was a very great feeling, and it's even spurred me on to want to do more RTT sessions, to um what's the word, find those things or traumas or whatever they may be that or
Well,
blockages,
your limiting beliefs, like your limiting
limiting
beliefs,
beliefs. Yeah.
because you weren't even, that's what's so amazing about RTT, rapid transformational therapy, because some of the things you're not even aware of because it's what lies beneath that's really driving, running the ship, you know? And if you're not aware that you're not even appreciating yourself, that's part of what rapid transformational therapy does. It allows you to unfold, unwrap, excavate, deep dive into some things that you're not even aware that you're not even conscious of. So you became conscious of something that you have been unconscious of for say 15, 20 years, God knows how long you were not aware that you were not appreciating the most important person in your life. So, with that said, that even elevates the benefit and the value of you investing in yourself enough for you to become aware that let's look at that. I just now am aware of liking who I see in the mirror. Now, how big is that? And what is that? How is that playing a part in your life to accept your good, to believe that you deserve to have a wonderful life? Whatever that wonderful life is to you, loving relationships, creating more wealth, going on trips, and just enjoying your own self, loving your own company. That's what Naima North Star is all about. That is my passion, is for us to come to an agreement with ourselves, allowing ourselves to love ourselves so unconditionally that we get our own self out of the way so our good can flow through us like Niagara Falls, which I always say on our podcast as I'm walking all of us through this visualization, because that is what the podcast is about. It's about self-acceptance. It's about learning language that's supportive, as Chisholm has, or Barry has just shared with us, how he interrupted his own self and said, I choose to feel this way. I choose to do that. Instead of being a victim of saying, oh, I can't do this, my life is so tough. That kind of conversation, look at what mistakes I've made, really beating up on yourself. That kind of inner conversation, that kind of inner dialogue does no good for you. It's not going to motivate you for sure. So when you can come to an awareness that, no, I'm going to choose to do that. And thank you, Barry, for sharing that with us, that you had
Yes, you're welcome.
stopped your
You're
own
welcome.
self and said, I choose to do that. That puts you in a powerful position, because now you're not a victim. Now you're not going to allow life just to do what it does, because life is going to do what it does. That's also what I love about my coaching and the rapid transformational therapy. I give you the language, I give you the rationale why you should do something, not just share with you to do a specific thing, but the why. Why should I institute this in my thought pattern? Why should I institute this thing that Naima is sharing with me? Because when you know the value of what I'm sharing with you, you will then implement it into your life. And Barry has been an amazing client of mine because he actually does the things that I suggest. Isn't that a novelty? That you actually do the things that I suggest. And I so appreciate that, Barry, because that's why you are where you are. That's why when you hit the stage, you come out, you're doing your Afro beats, you connect with your audience. He's done many interviews. He's been to Africa to perform. He's been up in Seattle. He's been in the UK. He's done a lot of things. And all of that comes from him and his own confidence to trust yourself, right? To do certain things that you maybe normally wouldn't do or talk yourself out of. So I'm just very, very happy for you. I'm happy for the people that are around you. And what I'm extremely excited about is the children that you will have, the family that you will build. And if you do not even have children, the people that you will influence, because you have
I
shared
have
with
many.
me, yeah, when you went back to Africa, you were influencing those young people, right?
Yeah,
Yes. And you influence the young people in Minneapolis, right? Or wherever you go to perform.
yeah. I mean, every time I perform where kids are, it's always like an instant connection with special bond. I mean, even with me and my younger cousins, and I'm always I'm like I take them as my mates. I don't necessarily treat them as their babies so, they love to confide in me and love being around me, and I love to teach them stuff that I know, and it's always beautiful, honestly. I love, I don't know, it makes me feel young too.
Well, that's great. You said it makes you feel young.
Yeah, it does,
Well,
honestly. I
we
love
want to
it
stay, yes,
because
we want to have that youthful energy. You definitely want to have that youthful energy. And what I also love about Barry is his music is uplifting. He is uplifting our communities. We need that voice. So he's going to give you all of his social media contacts so you can go on and stream his music, get that good, real good feel. And we know that music is the only thing that occupies our whole brain at one time. And when the music is positive, that's healing. So I want you to support him in what he does. Go and join his clan, his group, his tribe, his family, whatever you need, however you can do that on your level. Some people are good at social media things, but whatever platform you're comfortable with, I want you to go and just whatever the information he's going to give you, follow through, go and support him. These are the voices that we need today. We need our children to believe that they can do whatever they want to do. They can be a doctor, they can be a lawyer. Everybody doesn't have to be a rapper, entertainer. We need doctors and everyone. Everyone has a dream. And when you have a voice like Barry's out there that is really uplifting our communities, and he's such a gentleman, and he conducts himself in such respect. And we really need that image out there because our children are always looking, and our children are being highly influenced by what they see and what they hear. So, Barry, is there anything else that you want to share about RTT? But what we gathered so far is that it's helped you with your confidence. Another big thing that it's done is it's helped you to love your image in the mirror. Wow, how big is that? That's self-acceptance. Another thing that it's done for you is that when you go and you perform at a different level because you know that what you're sharing with the people is valuable. Why? Because Barry has now lifted the value of himself. So anything that's beyond himself is going to be a reflection of himself. So since he's feeling good about himself, since he respects himself, since he believes and know that he is worthy of all the good that there is here on this planet, how do you think he's influencing and projecting when he's when he's in a studio being interviewed, when he's on stage performing, when he's off stage and he's standing there signing autographs? What kind of energy, what kind of frequency, what kind of vibe is he putting out that's really uplifting all the people that are listening to his music and all the people that are in his world? So, Barry, is there anything you want to add to what I just said about you and the benefit of rapid transformational therapy and my coaching, for God's sakes? How can we forget about that? We talk every week.
oh yeah, we do. We do. I mean, I would say if you're thinking about hiring a life coach or even just listening into the podcast, you definitely should. I highly recommend because it's very much life changing. It's very great. It feels great to be around a community of people that want to better themselves, want to do good and great things for themselves and for their families. And you really will start to feed off of all of that. And that's how it started for me. I started getting on the calls every Monday religiously, even though right now I don't really get on the live calls as much because I'm very busy, but I still listen to the podcast when I can. But it feels great to hear people's stories, and you start to feel like, okay, this is actually possible for me. I can do this. I am great. I am powerful. I am strong. You really start to feel and become, that person that you've always wanted to become, little by little. Of course, it's a journey, and there's one thing that Emma always says: enjoy the journey. That's honestly one of the things that has stuck with me. Enjoying the journey. Enjoy the journey, the good times, the bad times. There will always be ups and downs, but um, stay strong. Hire Naima. She is the best. She is the best.
Thank you. I didn't even know he was going to say all this about his coach, but I really appreciate that. But what I really loved also is that when Barry came to our community, coming to our podcast every Monday at 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you can find us on Spotify, and it's called Naima Plug Into the Wonderful You. Or either you can reach me, naimanorthstar.com. But he was not a believer in what we were espousing on our podcast. Barry, do you want to share with them what you were thinking when you were listening to what we were sharing on that podcast? What just, I know you're gonna be respectful, but hey, just keep it real. Keep it real. So what did you think when you first came on our podcast, listening to all of the things that we were saying and our philosophy and our principles and our truth? What was going through your mind?
Oh my God, Miss Naima always brings us up. No, honestly, I just thought it was a whole load of BS, to be honest. I told her straight up. I was like, I don't know about this. Maybe it was because of my religious upbringing, but I definitely wasn't really open to it. But I thank God that, I thank myself, thank the universe, thank everybody, thank Naima, thank Jocelyn, Francis, for encouraging me, and just they didn't force me. You really cannot force anyone to do anything at the end of the day. They say you can take a horse to stream, but you can't force it to drink the water at the end of the day. I'm starting to sound old, but but no,
That's okay. That's all right. You don't sound old. You could change that to I sound wise.
I
I
sound
sound
wise. I
wise.
sound wise.
That's right.
I sound wise. Yeah. I mean, they didn't force me. You can't force anyone to really grasp the information, but it came from me just listening in, and like Naima said, I do everything she says. Or at least most things she says. I'm striving to make sure I do even more, because I see the benefit it has on me, right now, in the now, and long term as well. So um, yeah, no, it's beautiful. It's just very beautiful. I don't know how else to express it, but it's a
Well,
life. It's really life changing. Really life changing, like you say. It's a life changing thing.
yeah, we say it's a life-changing podcast. It's a life-changing experience when I work with you, because I don't care how low you go, no, or how high you go. I know life is what it is. Life has everything in it. And guess what? In those low times that you think are you're falling apart, everything looks bleak, you feel hopeless. That is where real transformation, change comes. And that's where you can garner the most amazing information and wisdom is in those times. I've really never heard of a person singing a love song that always was in love. They usually lost their love of their life, and then they're really dreaming about a love that they would love to
To have
experience.
or
Yes.
experience.
Yes.
And
So
just to
anyway,
just to
go
just
ahead.
to add to just to add to that, the power of
Yes.
manifestation is so real. It's so true, because even as an artist, there's so many things that I write about, that we write about, that
Mhm.
we don't have, but we're aspiring to have. And sometimes you look back and you're like, oh, this is happening. Or I wrote about this and it's happening. It's yeah. So the power of manifestation is truly real. Whatever you want, you really can achieve it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted
But
to
you
add
but
that.
you have to believe, and with the rapid transformational therapy, I can assist you to find out what is the limiting belief that is not allowing you to let all of the good flow through you, because you got it all within here. You just kind of have to get out of your own way. You've just got to dive deep to find out what is that thing that's not allowing me to experience that which is so readily available, because I see everybody else living lives and I'm a spectator. How can I get into my own game? How can I create the fulfilling life that I know that it's available, but I'm having challenges with the key that I have to open the door or to the treasure chest? Well, Naima North Star can definitely assist you, because I know everything that happens in our life, we can use that to propel us to another level of living. It can assist you into becoming more compassionate, more empathetic, more kind. So those times that we're in those dark times, when you come out of it and you look at it, you just say, wow, I learned a lot and I've become even a better, fuller, more evolved being. And so I can say I'm grateful for it all. So now, Barry, at this time, would you please give us your information, all your social media, whatever you want to share with us?
Absolutely. I go by That's Boy Berry. That's THATBOYBERI on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. I have a website as well, which is www.thatboyberry.com. And I have my merchandise up there, upcoming shows, photos, my EPK. You can see the things I've done. And my YouTube as well is That Boy Berry everywhere. That Boy Berry. So join the That Boy Berry team. Join the winning team. For bookings, you can email jahpennyproductions@gmail.com. That's JAHPENNEPRODUCTIONS@gmail.com. Jahpennyproductions@gmail.com. Yeah, big shout out
And
to
I'll
all
have
of
it, in the information underneath our
okay, okay.
interview. Okay. So you just send all of those things to me and I will definitely have that information for you. And anything else that you would love to share? One couple seconds and then we'll.
Yeah. Just big shout out to Jocelyn, Francis, Angie Bay, Naima, everyone on the call, most especially Professor Karimu, everyone that supports me,
Sadler.
everyone,
Yeah, we have some
Sadler,
amazing people
yeah,
on our
honestly,
podcast. So yeah, so
yeah,
come and join us, huh? Barry.
yes.
Come and join
Come
us.
join the winning team, and
Yes,
you won't regret it. Yeah.
yes.
Much love to
That's why we
everyone.
call
Spread
ourselves,
love.
that's why we call each other uh, deliberate creators, because we are purposely choosing what we want to focus on so we can create more of that which we focus on, and we let those things that are not beneficial or supportive of us, we let them just fall away from us. How can they connect to you when you're focusing on more of what you want? Then you can let go of all the things that you don't want. So it's an amazing podcast. Please come and visit us. If you would love to get information for that, you can email me at naima@gmail.com. That's the number one. Or either you could go on my website if you want to know more about Naima North Star. That is naimanorthstar.com. I kept it really simple. And I'm tagged with someone. Some people call me the mental recoder, and some people refer to me as Harriet. Yes, as in Harriet Tubman. I'm here to assist you to free yourself from any limiting beliefs, anything that is holding you in spaces and places that you no longer want to occupy. I am here to be that voice, to co-sign on your dream, because I believe in you and your dream, because I believe in the creator that created you. And there is nothing off limits. There is no ceiling. You can reach whatever you desire, and you need voices around you to inspire you, to keep motivating you in the times when you stop believing that you can. And I can be that voice for sure. For I'm out of the believing into the knowing that all things are possible when you believe. So thank you so much, Barry, for being a part of the rapid transformational therapy interviews, and looking forward to even witnessing more amazing things coming from your way. And I'm really
Yes.
honored to be your life coach, your friend, your whatever, your fairy godmother, whatever, because some people call me that. So anyway, but I'm just grateful, 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 grateful. So thank you so
I'm
much.
grateful as well. Thank you. Thank you as well. Thank you.
You have a beautiful day. And thank you again. And thank all of you for listening. And for those of you that are desiring to be part of our community, our tribe, I've already given you the information, and I will also have it underneath our video today. All right. Thank you all. Make it a really wonderful day and enjoy your life.